What is up, guys? More World Liberty Financial Connections with Zebec here. And did Binance signal the bottom? All right. Bottom may be in here, but let's go ahead and start. We're gonna cue our guy Indigo Saint as people come in, and let's get it. Boom. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was Blackrue Investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting, so we binge on our Blackrue Investing. Best believe I was Blackrue Investing. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue Investing. Best believe I was Blackrue Investing.
So let's go ahead and share the screen here. Let's start. Let's start here. So we know World Liberty Financial and Zebec had a partnership, right? And this is the huge partnership when we think about what Donald Trump is forming here. He's forming his own neobank, while everyone's thinking and paying attention to the fact that Donald Trump started a meme coin. Meanwhile, he's building his own national bank. Now, Zebec is right on the ground floor of that, and that with USD1, they can offer payroll, like streaming payroll, to anything that he does with that platform. And they've been making partnership after partnership after partnership connected to that platform, right? So let's go here to one of our brothers' pages here. Shout out to brother Off Kryptonian. He shared this information I'm going to share with you guys right now. Shout out to him. Give him a follow on X. Every follow on X is worth it, because shout out to my brother in space, Maximus Crypto. Like, he has like over like 10K followers and he's still not monetized on here. So every little follow on here definitely counts. And of course, follow me over here at Blackrue. But also, let's look at the guys and the brothers here of Zebec Nation. Our guy ZBCN man, he's dropping a podcast. Definitely go over and subscribe to his YouTube. Brother Off Kryptonian is a part of the Zebec Nation podcast. Shout out to those guys. Brothers always share information with me, so definitely give them a like and subscribe. Let's see who's in the house here. What's up, Magic Hat? What's up, Silver Days XRP? What's up, my guy Joey in the house? What's going on? What's up, Marie? Been a while. What's up, Kirk Dog? What's up, Rise Above Patreon member in the house? What's up, King Pound? A lot of regulars in the house today. Hey guys, yeah, it's a grand day. It's a grand day. So let's take a look at this. Now, this is a lot of information that we're going to bring together today here. So bear with us, right? All stuff that we've spoken on before about World Liberty Financial, and it really just brings a lot of it to get together today. And I'll bring some stuff back up just in case you guys have not seen some of the previous videos. There's some information that I cannot like have you not knowing in order to explain this information to you. I will have to bring up that information. So if I bring up something that you've seen in the previous shows, believe me, I'm bringing it back up because it's important for people who may not have seen the previous shows on this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this here. Right here we have this. Shout out again to brother All Kryptonian, brother 314 Crypto. DAR Global gets tokenization launch for Trump Maldives hotel project within 3 months. Dar Global has set a 3-month timeline to launch the tokenization of its Trump International Hotel Maldives, positioning the development of the world's first fully tokenized hotel project at construction stage. Okay, so understand what this is. Like, if we go down and see what they kind of say here, Dar Global can retain about 30 to 40% stake in the project, while remaining equity will be made available through blockchain-based tokens priced at $1,000 each. So they're literally tokenizing this hotel project and selling off pieces of it as though it's like, you know, you own a piece of the hotel project, and pretty much you will. But again, of course, you got to believe that they make some profit by tokenizing this and giving it to you for sale. But how does your investment grow? Do you make a percentage points for the $1,000 you're spending on these tokens? That shall remain to be seen. But this is literally a first of its kind type of deal. You can see here we're combining through the legal structure because it's the first time to be done. El Chata says this is a regulated product because it has to have an asset to back it. So this is literally real world assets. This is what real world assets was always meant to be. Don't believe the fake the little pudgy penguins and Bored Apes. Tokenization was always meant to be this. Okay. This is an investment product. We are talking to regulators. We're talking to a new entity that was established in the London Stock Exchange, the new digital assets entity. And remember, with Canton, they did a whole deal with the London Stock Exchange. We went over that in a previous video, but that's all coming back here. And of course, I made previous, like a ton of different videos connecting Zebec and Canton. So here it is, Canton kind of coming back up. But here it is, Canton, Zebec, and Trump, the Trumps, okay? You see here. We live in this mofo. What's up, guys? What's up, 3-1 for crypto, brother? Thanks for making it to the stream. That one guy, we live in this mofo. I'll be putting a hotel owner on my cards. There you go. So very, very interesting news there. Now, when you think about all of this is going on with the Trumps and the London Stock Exchange, let me bring up that part here where Canton has been involved with that. We did mention that on a previous show before. So it's very interesting to see that coming back up with Canton. You know, here it is, and I've shown you where Zebec cards follows Canton. So there's definitely a connection there with Canton and Zebec and the whole tokenization vibe. This is happening right in front of our eyes. Forget about what you're seeing with the price and all of that. All of this infrastructure is being put into place. The President's Bank with World Liberty Financial, all this tokenization, including the London Stock Exchange. This is happening right in front of our eyes, despite what you see with the prices. All right, so don't let the prices hurt you and fool you. Everything is being put into place. So the moment they drop that Clarity Act and it's actually really signed, it's going to be game time. It's going to be game time in a real serious way once that's signed. So let's go ahead and show you that here. Okay, here it is. Canton Network enabling 24/7 programmable settlement across payment networks with bank deposits is real cash leg for PVP and DVP with the London Stock Exchange. Okay, so we showed you this before with Canton. That's bringing Canton piece in there. And if you want to look at Zebec cards and see where they follow Canton, we'll do that right now as well. You go see Zebec cards, and we scroll, or we go ahead and say following, and we can go look in here and see Zebec cards, of course, follows Facet, but they follow Canton as well, right? So we have that connection there. We know what's going on right there, right? Now let's bring it forward into Project Stargate, okay? This is what's very, very intriguing to me about the Trumps and what's going on and having Zebec involved in this. Because there's a $500 billion piece. The moment Trump came into office, he signed. Now, shout out to us in the open mic night. Shout out to the Patreon people there. I was talking about this in the open mic with our brother Shook Focus Digital. Shout out to our brother Shook Focus Digital. Definitely give him a like and subscribe over here at Shook Focus Digital. You'll see some more stuff coming up with me and bro Shook Focus. He definitely just had some stuff drop about XCN and Ondo. Something definitely to pay attention to there. But shout out to brother Shook Focus Digital. We were talking about this in the open mic night. And let's shout out also our brother Underdog Research Channel. He's been talking a lot about Plume. Plume is also involved in this, and we're not going to talk about Plume today, but they're definitely somebody to pay attention to. And also Swift blockchain for sure. There's some people to pay attention to. Max and I talked about that in our recent collaboration with Crypto Future. But shout out to our brother Underdog Research Channel. I, and Shook Focus Digital did tons and tons of early research on Swift blockchain. So definitely check out our brother Underdog Research Channel. But again, if you mosey on down to, definitely like and subscribe to my channel. But you see here, holy crap, this is bullish. Swift blockchain, Trump news. Me, Crypto Future, and Max, we got into some of this stuff too that we're going to talk about today. But let's continue. Now, this Project Stargate. The thing to understand about this Project Stargate is this is OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle, and this Emirati group, okay? Emirati state-owned. So you can think about this as, since it's Emirati state-owned, like literally the central bank of the Emiratis. The people in Abu Dhabi. Literally the central bank of the Emiratis is involved in this. You can imply that, I should say. You can imply that since it's state-owned. On $500 billion in AI infrastructure. Okay? Signed literally like the day or 2 or 3 when Trump first took office. Now, if we go and listen to the speech that Trump gave the day he took office, what you also need to understand is Microsoft and NVIDIA are involved here. So again, if you know that Donald Trump is involved in this, the president, Zebec can be involved in this with payroll, right? Streaming payroll to all these different companies. That's payroll to Microsoft, NVIDIA, Oracle, OpenAI, SoftBank, and any of these companies in the Middle East, okay? That, going back here, any of these companies in the Middle East that this MGX is dealing with, they can use payroll with USD1 and pay their people via Zebec. So again, that's where you get into some of these partnerships with Zebec. If we go back to that, when you get into some of these partnerships like Facet, and you get into some of these partnerships like Vera, these are in those areas of the world. So this is not even kind of speculation when I say this, that Zebec is going to be involved with payroll with some of these companies. because you can already see the connections happening now. Okay, they're already getting connected with these companies right now. Okay, so like it's already happening right now. So let's continue. So another thing involved in this, and we get really, really deep and dirty with this in the Patreon, is with this project Stargate, is that they're building all these AI data centers. Okay, and President Trump, I'll let him say this to us himself, right? But again, keep in mind, one of the things he does not mention here is this MGX company and their crucial piece, given all the recent signings that Zebec has done lately, given all the things that Zebec has done lately. And we'll hear here later from Simon Babakani here, all right? We'll hear later from Simon Babakani, in which another federally regulated stablecoin, which the Trumps are involved with, may be coming to Zebec soon. Okay, so we got, not only do we have RLUSD, we have USDC, Circle, right? Ripple's RLUSD, the president's USD1, and another stablecoin coming here later. Okay, which we'll talk about in just a second here. But let's play the president speaking the third day he came into office, January, like he was officially sworn into office, January 21st, 2025.
It's my honor to welcome three of the world's leading technology CEOs. And in the case of Larry Ellison, it's well beyond technology. He's sort of CEO of everything. He's an amazing man, an amazing business person. But to announce the largest AI infrastructure project by far in history, and it's all taking place right here in America. As you know, there's great competition for AI and other things, and they're coming in at the highest level. We're joined by Oracle Executive Chairman Larry Ellison, SoftBank CEO, my friend Masa Yoshi-san, and CEO of OpenAI, and I would say the by far the leading expert based on everything I read, Sam Altman. So that's great that you're coming in together. That's a massive group of talent and money. Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it in the future. A new American company that will invest $500 billion at least in AI infrastructure in the United States, and very, very quickly, moving very rapidly, creating over 100,000 American jobs almost immediately. This monumental undertaking is a resounding declaration of confidence in America's potential under a new president. Let me be a new president. I didn't say it, they did. So I appreciate that, fellas. But it'll ensure the future of technology. What we want to do is we want to keep it in this country. China is a competitor and others are competitors. We want it to be in this country, and we're making it available. I'm going to help a lot through emergency declarations, because we have an emergency. We have to get this stuff built. So they have to produce a lot of electricity, and we'll make it possible for them to get that production done very easily at their own plants if they want, where they'll build at the plant, the AI plant, they'll build energy generation, and that will be incredible. But it's technology and artificial intelligence, all made in the USA. Beginning immediately, Stargate will be building the physical and virtual infrastructure to power the next generation of advancements in AI, and this will include the construction of colossal data centers, very, very massive structures. I was in the real estate business. These buildings, these are big, beautiful buildings. They're going to employ a lot of people. And physical campuses in locations currently being scouted nationwide. They're making their choices of locations. I think they have their choice. I'd like to ask Larry, Sam, and Masa to say a few words and just talk about a little bit about what they're doing. And if you have any questions, and then we'll go into a couple of other subjects also. But this is, to me, a very big thing. $500 billion Stargate project. I think it's going to be.
Okay, so in this notice right here, they say this is currently a joint venture between OpenAI, Oracle, SoftBank, with additional support from Microsoft and NVIDIA. Now, again, shout out to our brother in the space, Shook Focus Digital. We have here Microsoft and G42 accelerate UAE's digital future with a major data center expansion. Okay. Microsoft and NeoCloud partner G42 set to expand the UAE's digital infrastructure with a 200 megawatt increase in data center capacity as a part of Microsoft's 15.2 billion investment announcement in the UAE. Microsoft and the G42 are deepening this strategic partnership to accelerate the nation's digital transformation. Okay, so they're building this new data center here for Microsoft. Okay, and this could very well be using Stargate funds. Okay, UAE, this is right where Facet is. This is right where Vera is. This is right where MGX is, the other partner of Project Stargate. So these data centers are coming online already. And in my home state of Michigan, in Saline, Michigan, they're building a data center there as well. In fact, I think even in the news article, they say that it's Stargate funds. I'll bring that news article up right quick for you. They're building in the snow out here. See aerial footage of massive data center under construction near Saline, Michigan. And here it is. Yep. A parade of trucks could be seen hauling earth away from 575-acre site Wednesday morning, where heavy equipment was leveling several swaths of land. The Stargate data center for ChatGPT creator OpenAI and Oracle and tech giant Oracle has been a contentious project, but they're building it. Okay, they're building it. So Stargate funds. There's also one I hear is being built in Texas. So these things are going up. They're happening right now. What do you think about, precious metals and all this different other stuff, right? Precious metals and everything like that happening. There's just going to be a bigger need for precious metals with all of this stuff happening, right? And Zebec is on the ground floor of this, okay? Now, let's go into another piece of this, right? So we got Cantor, or we got the data centers. We got Microsoft. We got Stargate. We got Trump. We got Trump in the Maldives creating a never before seen before project, creating this tokenized hotel, in which I believe, I wasn't able to find which spaces that Simon said this, but I do believe in one spaces he said that they were going to create some never before seen project. I wasn't able to find that spaces, but I was able to find the spaces where he said this. Let's bring that up, and you guys let me know if you can hear the sound, because sometimes the sound is not perfectly, for whatever reason, when I bring these spaces up and I reload them, sometimes the sound doesn't work correctly. But let me take a couple steps back with it up and see, there it is. I can't even go backwards. So let me see. I'm gonna have to reload this.
Excited to grow alongside. As I'm sure everyone who follows Zebec on Twitter knows, we've been around the world as usual. Spent a lot of time in the Swiss Alps, one of my favorite places of the world. Attended the CFC conference in St. Moritz, followed by the World Economic Forum in Davos, and it was great to see payments, stablecoins, and the importance of on-chain privacy, which is what we're going to talk about on today's Spaces, being front and center in all of these discussions. So a lot of great things to come out of these conferences. You're going to see a number of partnerships and integrations from the different companies that we've met, and I'm really excited to see how the next few months play out.
Amazing. Before we get into that a little bit more, I also saw some news with World Liberty Financial. What's happening there?
Yes, that was really exciting news for all of us. We've been in talks with World Liberty Financial for a while now, and they went ahead and selected Zebec Network as their preferred stablecoin payroll provider for their USD1 stablecoin. So this is an enormous validation for us and our technology and everything that we've built in the markets. You're going to see USD1 coming to Zebec cards very soon, followed by payroll streaming with USD1, and eventually a full white label payroll app for the World Liberty ecosystem. So we're super excited.
They cut out in
C1 has been one of the fastest. Sorry, did I cut out there?
Only very, very quickly. You said we're super excited, and that was about 2 seconds ago. So go from there.
We're super excited to grow alongside the great guys at World Liberty Financial.
Let me pause right there. So right there, he's telling you that they're going to do payroll for World Liberty Financial. And I've already shown you here how World Liberty Financial is making a big investment, is very much invest in the, they call it Southeast Asia to avoid saying where the area really is, but they're making this big investment in the UAE. We can see it. Companies like Facet, companies like Vera, things like what they're doing in the Maldives with these companies and things like that. So this is a big area of focus for World Liberty Financial, and Zebec is helping here. Okay, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. Tell bad, like liar's coin scam. I don't know what that means. I'm open to hearing what you have to say, but you got to give me more than that. Let's go ahead. Let's continue here and hear what he has to say.
It really opens a lot of doors for Zebec, and of course, USD1's been one of the fastest growing stablecoins in the market this year. I think they're just on the cusp of about 5 billion in current circulation. So you're going to see a lot more of these large regulated stablecoins coming to Zebec Network in the coming months.
You're going to see a lot more of these large regulated, that's the key, coins coming to Zebec in the next couple of months. Funny you should say that, Simon. This came up again in some of the talks that me and Max and Future did on our video here. Holy crap, this is bullish. So definitely check this video out, okay? And definitely you'll see much more from us, the triple threat team of Future and Max. You'll see more from us coming up here in the future here. So let's continue. But Cantor Fitzgerald and USDA. What is USDA? Or USDA sounds like a whole bunch of meat, right? But USAT, okay? So USAT is Tether's coin, okay? They're regulated coin. Now, remember who went on to do their regulated coin? This was Bo Hines, okay? And Bo Hines was the former White House Crypto Council Executive Director, okay? He is now the CEO of USAT, Tether's regulated stablecoin. I'm not sharing that. So could we see USAT very soon coming to Zebec? Now, the thing to know about USAT, everyone thought it was weird that Bo Hines would be going to Tether, right? But if he was already aligned with the Trumps, right, naming their former White House crypto council executive Bo Hines as CEO of Tether, there's just more here than meets the eye. For example, Cantor Fitzgerald serves as the designated reserve custodian and preferred primary dealer of Tether USAT, ensuring secure asset management and clear visibility from day one. Okay, Cantor Fitzgerald, right? Well, guess what? Cantor Fitzgerald, former CEO, Howard William Lubnick, right? Again, he had to testify for Tether. Like, we don't really even have to go into that. But apparently there's already some connections with him and Tether because he had to go in front of the court and talk about Tether. Well, he's Trump's United States Secretary of Commerce, right? For Donald Trump. And right now, he used to be the head of Cantor Fitzgerald. The current head of Cantor Fitzgerald is one of his sons. So Cantor Fitzgerald is obviously very much connected when we're talking about Tether and USAT. But also Cantor Fitzgerald is very much connected to Donald Trump. As you can see, Donald Trump named him the Secretary of Commerce, spending, right? Secretary of Commerce for this presidency. Okay? So the connections are just so juicy, so nice, right? Now, when we think about Cantor Fitzgerald, is there anything going on with Cantor Fitzgerald and the market, right? Well, guess what? There is something definitely going on with Cantor Fitzgerald in the market. The Patreon, shout out to the Patreon members. You've known this for months. There's a publicly traded SPAC called CEPT. It is going to bring the company Securitize to the market. Okay, as you can see from this Yahoo Finance article here, Securitize weighs a $1 billion SPAC merger with Cantor Fitzgerald backed firm. Okay, who are the investors? Who are the people involved around Securitize? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. We can go ahead and bring that up. Well, guess who? Crypto.com, their national bank. Of course, Fireblocks. We've talked about Fireblocks and their connections to Quant, their connections to Canton, okay, Hedera. Of course, Ripple's in here somewhere. Plume, we were talking about them, and Brother Underdog Crypto. But there we go. Ripple XRP. Okay. Solana. All the people, and we know Zebec is built on Solana. Zero Hash. We know Zero Hash is connected to Zebec. They're also highly connected to XRP. All of the players, right? And I'm sure Circle is in this list too. Hidden Road, which is Ripple's prime broker, okay? Where is Circle in this list? They should be in this list, but they're definitely here somewhere. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, there's another page here where it would show all their different investors. Let me see if I can find that. There we go. So SBI Holdings, we know that's Ripple. Circle, Coinbase Ventures, you name it. BlackRock, Ava Labs, Aptos, Paxos, which we know Zebec is partnered with them as well. So the whole team is here when it comes to that connection to securitize. They're just, the whole crew's here. So if we look at this, right, and we see we got the Cantons of the world, we got the Zebecs of the world, we got Trump and his World Liberty Financial funneling money wherever he needs to funnel money for these projects. Zebec is going to be a payroll partner of that. They're already setting up things up with Facet and Vera and Surge and different things like that, different companies in that area. We got Cantor Fitzgerald hooking up with Securitize and bringing Securitize public. But Cantor Fitzgerald is also the one who's doing the custody for Tether's regulated stablecoin, USDT. And oh yeah, Simon says, look out, we have more regulated US stablecoins coming to our network soon. And oh yeah, we got Anchorage Digital is also the ones who issue USDT. Anchorage Digital also does custody for Zebec. All right, if you don't remember that, we said it in that episode with Max and I. Oh, why am I? Highlights are acting stupid. Okay, it's not able to apply a highlight for now. That's fine. But you can see that here. Anchorage Digital. So before we move forward, let's go get into some of the comments here. Thank you so much for the faithful super chat, Daniel Minshaw. Good day to see you, and everyone here. Great contact as usual. Zebec is on the move. So guys, like, I know we're in this time where the price doesn't look the greatest, right? But look around and see all the connections, all of the infrastructure that is being put into place. For the moment they get this Clarity Act taken care of, things are going to be on. All right. Oh, and let's just show you this one clip here where Donald Trump congratulates the CEO of Tether. He did this like one of the first times he got into office. Let's see here. Let's bring this up. This is from C-SPAN, July 18th, 2025. Let's listen to this from Donald Trump. As we watch this commercial, my bad on this commercial, let's just continue. Yep, consensus. Yep.
Here today, including Brian Armstrong of Coinbase. You've done a good job, Brian. That's a big deal. Dave Ripley of Kraken. Okay. Thank you, Dave. Jeremy Allaire of Circle. This is a big day. Good job. Good job, Jeremy. Paolo Ardino of Tether. Paolo, thank you, Paolo. Ryan McInerney of Visa. That's a good company. Thank you. Chris Pavlovsky of Rumble. Chris, what happened to your location, Chris? You're always a front row guy. You're just being nice today, I think. How's Rumble doing? Good? Good. If Rumble's doing good, that means Truth is doing good. Truth. That's good. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Chris, very much. Vlad Tenef of Robinhood. Vlad, thank you, Vlad. Thank you, Vlad. Good. Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss. These are two smart, handsome guys. They got the whole package. They're of Gemini, but they have the whole pack. They're of a lot of things, actually, but Gemini's just the one for today, right? They've got the whole, they've got the look, they've got the genius, got plenty of cash, and it's great that you're on our side. You guys are great. I can never tell them apart. But
So think about all the guys that he thanked there, a lot of which are heavily, of course, I think this was after he signed the Genius Act. He thanked everyone in certain crypto, like he thanked really influential crypto people, including Tether. So that's very, very, that means something. That means something. Can't ignore that. I know everybody likes to make Tether the villain, but as you can see, Tether seems to be very much entrenched with the Trump administration, Cantor Fitzgerald, and regulated Tether will probably very soon be a part of Zebec in the very, very near future. Okay. Brother Rue, what's good? I'm loving these prices, increasing my bags and lowering my cost average big time. Did you get a chance to look into ZEP? They are ISO 20022. I have not, but I'll put that on my list today. There are a couple videos I want to make for sure. And I'll take a look at that as I'm making those videos today. What's good, Rue? We're here, brother Rue. What's up, Marie Villas? Appreciate you, Marie. Been a while. What's up, Rise Above? 5:30 a.m. here. Let's go. Oh wow, where are you at? Are you in the Philippines or something? Rise Above. What's up, Rue? What's up, RRMS 299? Black Prince of Crypto. Hope all is well. Smash those likes and subscribe, and definitely Sir Rue and Rue Crew loving the past few days, including today. Every time we have our opportunity to scoop up more, retirement plan is in sight. 100% on that one, right? And shout out to my brother in the space, of course, Crypto Future. I did a show with him live yesterday on his channel. Let me see if I can bring that up really quickly here. Of course, if you go over to my channel and mosey yourself on down, Crypto Future is right here. You can click on his channel, and bro's live right now. Me and him went live. What time was it yesterday? Okay, let me see. So, not that one, but this one. Bitcoin is the pump almost over, as it does not allow me to hover over that one. Let me try to click on it.
We saw.
Yeah, so we were live on that one. Is this point almost over? Definitely check out our brother Crypto Future in the space here. Definitely we'll see more of me in future. And our guy Max, Silver Days XRP. What is up? Our guy 314 Crypto is reposted the stream. Really appreciate it, brother. We live in this mofo. This one guy. I'll be putting that hotel owner in my cards. Good morning. Are we buying? Radio to Rancid. More on that later. Because has Binance tipped us off? Have they tipped us off? Like, have we reached bottom? Right? We shall see. Good afternoon, family. Let's go. Kurt Dog, let's go. Rue, I'm on my drive between patients. It's more exciting than the Super Bowl. Updates on the back using Anthropic for Xi. No updates on that yet as far as the AI side, but again, I'm loving everything that they're doing with the payroll. And again, when you think about Project Stargate and all of these data centers that they're building, it's really seeming like payroll. I mean, payroll is the way for them to go because it's like the genesis of money. That's really the way to go. You know what I mean? Like, will they get into AI eventually with like X402 and like automated AI payments? We shall see. But everything that they're doing with payroll right now is pretty good. And shout out to our brother JSK. We'll definitely share his channel or his X right now. He put out a funny video that definitely helped me get through some of the crypto pain that we have right now. Right. Shout out to our brother JSK in the space. I think I reshared the video. Let me see here. Yeah, here's the video here. Wait a minute. No. That's not the video. Here's the video. Definitely go take a look at it, guys. Dang it, I thought I reshared. Okay, I quote shared it, which I don't know why it doesn't show that I share it. If you quote share, it should say right here. But anyways, definitely go over and follow our guy JSK. And let's show our guys at Zebec Nation. Again, this is from our brother ZBCN man. Definitely go give Zebec Nation a like and subscribe, and go over to their YouTube too. Again, our brother 314 Crypto off Kryptonian. He's a part of Zebec Nation. Definitely go over and take a look at their YouTube channel. Let me see if we can. Is it? It's gonna. Let me go share the actual tab to their YouTube. Okay, so it's a Zebec Nation podcast. Brothers growing like they should here. 356 subscribers. Only 7 videos strong, but they're doing very good out here. Definitely go over and check out our brothers, and let's get them to 1,000. Shout out to Zebec Nation. Shout out to brother Off Kryptonian. Shout out to brother Zebec ZBCN man. Shout out to those brothers, and let's help them grow, right? My sis in the house. What's up, sis? Hey, Rue Crew. Hit the like button on the way in. Thank you. What's up, ABCDCF? Again, shout out to Daniel Minshaw. Great day, good day to see Rue and everyone here. Great content as usual. So back is on the move. Shout out to Patreon Benjamin Awaken in the house. What's up, Rue? Appreciate you, brother, man. He was definitely in an open mic night for this week. So Becky going to do her thing. Let's go, that one guy. Becky gonna definitely do her thing out here. What's up, Focus 777. Triple player hands. Yes indeed. Hey, Rue, you think there's gonna be another dump? I was waiting for 0009 from Zebec, but it never came. Again, we're gonna get into that in just a second here. It may not be. But you know, again, we got to be light on our feet just in case there is or isn't. I'll show you what the things are to watch for. Just in case it is or it isn't, I'll show you on the chart what we need to watch over here. For it to drop back to my entry would be something. Talking out. yeah. These guys is talking out of their backside, right? How do you feel about Quant? Is that a scam too? Simple minds are just a control. Definitely, I'm high on Quant. I know in the UK they have some laws that they need to pass as well to kind of get things greased up and going in the UK. So again, there's just a few different laws that are holding us just back a little bit. Like, how long have they said that they were at first they said they were going to do the Genius Act and the Clarity Act basically at the same time, and now we are still waiting for the Clarity Act. even though acting chairperson of the CFTC at the time, Carolyn Pham, she gave us clarity, but we're still waiting. Again, have they moved the ball down the field some already? Yes, they have. If we go over here and see this news from CNBC, the Senate panel passes crypto CFTC regulation bill. So a panel did it. So it's moving through the Senate. It's crazy that we have this much inefficiency in our government where it has to move through all these freaking panels and whatnot. But, you know, Elon, you should have improved this, to be honest with you. But, okay, say this development marks the first time crypto market structure legislation has advanced beyond a Senate committee. The next step is for the Senate Banking Committee to hold a hearing on this version of the crypto market infrastructure bill. So it has to go through another committee. Then I think the Senate gets the vote and the president gets the vote. So 2 committees before the Senate actually votes on it. How does that even seem efficient? I have no idea. But it is what it is. This is our system. So yeah, so it has moved forward, but I think this is what we're a lot of the market is waiting on here. I think it could reach 10 cents. Yeah, I think 10 cents is not a bad idea. If we look at market cap of let me bring that up here really quickly. That's one of the things I kind of really like to look at. Caspa, when it was at its all-time high, which was 5 billion, basically 4.99999, right? So basically 5 billion would put Zebec right at 5 cents. So could it double that and get to 10 billion? Yes. And the thing to think about here is Zebec is global payroll. They're the global partner for Deutsche Bank and the All Unity Stablecoin. They're NatPay Now, right? NatPay Now partner for payroll, the only payroll provider for FedNow, which is FedNow is the American central bank, if you will. So any payroll in America, if you want to use the new system, and you're going to want to use the new system, would use Zebec. Europe. So really, even just with Europe and just with America, you're covering anytime anyone's awake. But now also throw in USD1 and the things that they're doing in Southeast Asia / the Middle East. That's also a player there. You can throw in, so USD1, All Unity Stablecoin, USDC with Circle, and NatPay and FedNow for the whole US market. They got almost like everything covered, right? So there will always be money flowing through ZBCN because there will always need to be people paid at the second, okay? So could 10 billion of flow, right? Because it's not one-to-one. There is a multiplier in market cap. We know this. I've been over it. I have a whole show saying destroying the market cap myth. Like, we know there's a multiplier there. But again, since Zebec is being used, if we go over here and take a look at their tokenomics, right? Their new tokenomics. Institutional clients and employers using Zebec's payroll platform are required to pay service and product fees in ZBCN. So no matter what stablecoin they use, The balances are automatically converted into ZBCN at the time fees are assessed. So whether they're using USD1, whether they're using the all unity stablecoin of Euro AU, whether they're using USDC, whether you're using USAT, which would probably cover the rest of the world, right? Because the rest of the world is using Tether pretty heavy, China and Russia and everything like that. If they're using now regulated Tether, that covers that part of the world. At all times, all of these people are going to be needing to be paid. So there's going to be a constant stream of revenue into Zebec. So then could 10 cents, 10 billion be, could that even be a problem? Remember, what is it that Simon told us when we were looking at the Stablecoin podcast? Just the US alone was like a $9 trillion payroll. $9 trillion payroll. The whole world or realm, guys, even a percentage of that, like $1 should not even be a problem, to be honest with you. But again, if we want to be responsible and we want to take a little bit of profit and things like that, that is what it is, right? And they've lowered the staking fees a little bit, so they kind of had to do that given what's coming up. But it is what it is there. You and Max and Future are cryptos equivalent to MJ, Pippin, and Rodman. You decide who's who. Now you got me just trying to decide who's who. Out of the three of them, I don't know. Since Crypto Future is the wrestler, he would have to probably be the Rodman of the group. You know what? We'll let Max have MJ because I'm from Detroit. I can't have no parts of being MJ. Like for me being a Detroiter, it's either Isaiah Thomas or Magic Johnson for me. So I'll take Pippen. I'll take Scotty. So we'll let Max have MJ and Future is definitely the Rodman, the enforcer, the grab rebounds of the crew guy. Again, the triple threat out here, the triangle offense. Yes, we're running it all day on all of these dudes out here. And winning the chip out here. I love that. JSK. We're the triangle offense of the triple threat triangle offense of the crypto market. Let's go. I think Quant needs to get a use case. It currently has some big competition. Well, Quant has a use case. Again, if you're not familiar with my guy out here, Maximus Crypto, and some of the videos we've done, we've been over and over and over the Overledger and how its integrations with the, like, this is Pipe Dream. This is like a coder's site that he can use to kind of get ahead on some code and get API integrations to different things here. So the Overledger already has all these integrations to all these different things. If you look at it and you go in here to it, select an app you want to connect to Overledger. So let's just say Postgres, which is a database, right? They already showed you coding connections to the Overledger, which is Quant, and Postgres. So any database they want to grab information from with the Overledger, they can. Any one of these connections that they want to grab information from, Anthropic, OpenAI, Google Drive, Amazon Web Services, there's even Algorand in here, Algorand Developer Services. Everybody sleeps on Algorand, but They're out here and they're doing stuff and they're real and they're fast and they beat the blockchain trilemma. But let me go ahead and find that for you. There you go. Algorand developer pool. So if you want to connect the overledger to the Algorand developer pool, you can do that. You can do that. Let's see, overledger. Because this basically is a composite structure. So connects anything to anything. So anything that you pick here can connect to anything. So there it is. So Quant's technology definitely has a use case. If you think that you have to have Quant in order to make these APIs work, a certain percentage of Quant, then there we go. That's the use case right there. And that's just it, right? What do you want to automate with the overledger? So there we go. So let's continue. Shout out from Chi-Town. What's up, Gerald Draper? Holla, Accumulation Nation, baby. What's up, Mark Pelra? Gerald Draper. Oh, I know, that's right. Quant, my top 5. I was talking to the troll. Oh yeah, no problem. No trouble. No problem. For sure. Mr. Baby Bear is on the way to work. What's good? Just saw your live. Thank you. You appreciate it, brother. What's going on, Rue and Zebec crew? Quant will be the most expensive token, as my boy Max says. Zebec, Quant, and Metal for me. Of course, I hold others. What's up, Hitter all day? ZBCN enforcement, you know that's right. 65 in the chat. Tap that like button ever so slightly. King Christopher Paul. Anyone else got? Okay, no. We can go ahead and skip that. What's up, Ruel? What's up, Jose De La Torre? Zebec is fine for a jump to the outside. Yes, indeed. Bullish on Zebec and Telcoin. You got your Telcoin bank account set up. Holding, but I haven't set mine up. Downloaded the app. Not looking yet forward to using Telbank though. Okay. All right, cool. So now let's get into the part here where Binance might have just signaled the bottom. Okay. So first, we had this announcement on the 6th. Just in, Binance buys 235 million in Bitcoin. Now, this was on February 6th. Is this true? 235 million in Bitcoin. Did they do it? Can't say. Scroll Lord, I'm not sure who he is. Is that legitimate? We don't know. Now, Watcher Guru says, just in, Binance buys 4,225 Bitcoin worth $300 million for its snafu fund. Watcher Guru is definitely more of a credited source. Very, very interesting. Is this the bottom? And then Rand shows, this is a pretty big trader investor, shows CZ putting up the 4 symbol. Interesting there. Then somebody changes the picture. I'm not gonna show that. But did Binance signal the bottom for us? Maybe, right? Maybe Binance has signaled the bottom. if we take a look at the price, right? Shout out to my guy Crypto Future. We talked about this a lot on the episode that I was in with him, so I won't go too hot and heavy on it because we kind of really discussed it there. But if we look at the price of Bitcoin right now, bring up my chart. We did kind of, here, let me, so here's the thing. On the week chart, we did go a little bit beyond the 200 EMA. And this is one of the things Feature and I was talking about. In previous bears, we do dip a little bit under the 200 EMA before we start to go back up. And we do it for a little while. So if you go right back to here, right? If I can zoom in. No, there's a lot of noise on my chart, but bear with me here. We zoom into here, this bear market phase. We dipped under the 200 EMA for July 18th, 22 to April. What's that? That's a few months. That's a few months there. It's about 9 months, really, right? And back, we go all the way back to the other halving. Well, actually, we didn't dip under it in the other halving. We didn't dip under it. So we actually did dip under it here for a split second here, a day, maybe two, only to pull right back up. So could we be done? Or are we gonna do something like that, right? And come back down here. Like boop, and come back down. That'd be interesting to think about. Looking at the RSI, the RSI looks as though on the weekly we will come back up. On the day, the stochastic one is still not at its height, and the regular one, the regular RSI, actually says we should come back up some more, but who can say, right? So something we definitely kind of just need to pay attention to. We're definitely bearish on the day. We're definitely under the 200 EMA on the day chart. So do we stick here for a little bit here on a day chart? Maybe we do. But two dates that are really stuck in my mind is these eclipse dates that are coming up here. So let's pull out the eclipse chart. Shall we? Like it or not, I know a lot of people find it hokey with eclipses and things like that. But like it or not, these are days that the market they swing on, right? So we have to pay attention to them. So we have a solar eclipse. Some say February 16th, some say February 17th. Coming up on February 17th, 2026, we have a lunar eclipse coming up March 2nd, March 3rd, 2026. So, couple different dates there to pay attention to. And also, I'm definitely going to pay attention to St. Patrick's Day because that's the vernal equinox. Okay, so these are a couple of dates where we could see the market do something. Okay, so if you want some dates to really try to pay attention to, and really that you need to pay attention to the market, February 17th, 16th, or 16th, around that time. It could be 3 days before, 3 days after. And this total eclipse 3 days before, 3 days after. To see where up. Let me see. Let me move my face. So we're going to really need to pay attention to those dates and see what's going on with the market and see, will that be it? Will we turn around in that time? Only time will say here. Only time will say. Thanks for collaborating my choices. Now I need to fend off the tax man and pray for more friendly regulations. Yes, indeed. Same here. ZBCN Tokenizing. Yes, indeed. Had to switch up the infrastructure last year. This time, and Zebec was 0009. Loaded up, sold off some to get some Quant and AI projects in the dirt. DCA time. Me too. Looking forward to utilizing ZBCN for daily expenditures and staking. Right before my B day, that would be nice. Yes, indeed. So yeah, so these are days that we really need to pay attention to, see what's going to happen with the market there, because eclipse days are just important days. Like it or not. And like we were talking about earlier, this whole thing with the Clarity Act, when will they officially get the Clarity Act passed? Right? It could happen within the next 2 to 3 months. If it already passed one Senate panel, then maybe we don't have to wait too long. Who knows? But again, they've been telling us this crap for a year and a half now. So who knows? Right? Who knows? But again, if it ends up happening, then I think we can head back up. And again, if Trump decides that he wants to send out some stimulus, that would be another thing to really pay attention to as well, because he said he was sending out stimulus or dividend payments. He already has done so for the military. He did it for Christmas for the military. He sent them out dividend payments. Will he send it out for the general public? Let's see. Dems and rents drag their feet for working for central bank owners and lobbyists. Yes, indeed. Okay, we have okay, got it. Yep. Dems and rhinos drag their feet for working people. Yep, for working class people. But central bank owners and lobbyists, they're out here. And then we have one where they say Jasmine is ripping. Let's take a look at that right quick. Is Jasmine ripping? That would be interesting. I don't know, man. I don't know what you mean by Jasmine's ripping. I definitely don't see that. If I go down to the 2-hour chart. Okay, well, maybe it's popping up on the 2-hour. Let's go to the 1. No, bro. If for me, ripping is like, I see a solid green line, but it definitely seems like it's popping. It's popping up, but you can see kind of this clearly defined kind of shelf. If it can get over the 200 EMA, then that would be something to talk home about. Let's see, 45, 15. Okay, so on a 15-minute, it's over the 200 EMA, but I had to go all the way down to the 15-minute time frame here. Okay, let's thought I was sharing that. So when he said Jasmine was ripping, if you go to the week time frame, there's nothing. The day time frame, there's nothing. The 12-hour time frame, there's nothing. 8-hour, you literally got to go down to the 15-minute time frame, and you see that Jasmine is about to peak over. If that 50 crosses the 200 EMA, it would be bullish on the 15-minute, but you know, we'll have to see. So going all the way down to the 15-minute time frame, maybe Jasmine might be doing something, but again, if I was to take a line and draw like a, oh, this is the horizontal. If I was to draw like a trend line, it's still firmly like right here. So until it can really kind of break over that trend, I would say not so fast. Not so fast. But it's close. If it breaks out of that trend, we'll see. But then we still got 45, the hour, the 2-hour, you know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see as far as Jasmine. We'll see. Canton is in its own world as the powers. Yeah. Canton is definitely in its own world. We were looking at that. Canton was kind of our initial connection here with the dark global stuff that we were talking about. There's definitely enough with the London Stock Exchange to connect Canton and Trump's and Zebec with the Zebec card follow. So Canton's definitely in this mix as well. Definitely too, when we start talking about the company Securitize and what Securitize is doing, Canton is definitely connected to all of those companies as well. So pretty interesting there. But yeah, guys, definitely have a great week, and we'll continue on going here. Let's definitely look at those dates, and we'll continue giving you the juicy information on this channel. And I'm out. Peace.